So the topic that I'll be discussing in this video today is in regards to why the Federal Reserve keeps printing out more stimulus checks to send to millions of Americans. The one thing you have to realize at the end of the day is that the Federal Reserve is trying to re-stimulate the economy according to their words, even though the reality of the situation is that in order for them to be able to re-stimulate the economy, that is at the expense of them continuously printing the fiat currency, printing out paper dollars, which is going to lead to more inflation, which is going to lead to more of the negative things that are happening in the society, right? As inflation rate is increasing, interest rates are going down, right? So the reality of the situation is that as they are printing in more money, right, that is increasing the debt of the United States, which is eventually going to lead to the United States government switching from paper money, right, paper currency to digital currency in order to be able to hide away the debt, right? That's why I continue to say, what is the point of working for money when the Fed is continuously printing paper money, right? They are printing paper money that they're already putting themselves into more debt for, right? And it's going to get to a point where the Federal Reserve is not going to be able to print out the paper currencies anymore. So therefore, they're going to be forced to switch over to the Fed coin, which is a digital currency, in which basically the United States is going to move towards a combination of communism and socialism. Socialism in the sense that every American is basically going to be given the same amount of money by the government in order to be able to survive on, right? Even though the government, by continuously printing out more paper money, is devaluing the currency and decreasing the purchasing power of the dollar, right? By every single more paper dollar that they're printing out, whether it's in the form of a check or the dollar bill itself, the Federal Reserve is devaluing the currency and decreasing the purchasing power. This is why you need to invest in assets that are going to protect your purchasing power, like gold, silver, even cryptocurrencies as well too, right? Because cryptocurrencies is basically the people's money, basically not centralized by the government, because all the government's basically doing is manipulating the currency by continuously printing out more paper money. When they manipulate the currency is losing its value. That is why President Nixon in 1971 took the dollar off the gold standard, because they knew the gold standard was going to hold them accountable for not manipulating the currency. That's why he took it off the gold standard, and every single nation after that point or before that point started printing more paper money. So with them printing the paper money, they realized that they don't have to hold themselves accountable for manipulating the currency. That's why they continuously tend to print the paper money. So after that point, right, now that we've reached the 50th year anniversary of Nixon taking the dollar off the gold standard, now their mission is to continuously devalue that currency by printing more and more paper money. That is their goal, which is to devalue the currency, right? So the point is that they're sending out more stimulus checks, aka economic relief checks, to continuously put themselves in more debt and to continuously increase the rates of inflation. Even though the United States government is making claims that they're going to try to increase interest rates to suppress the rates of inflation, the thing you have to realize is that that's not going to work, because as they continuously print paper money, they are devaluing the currency more, they are decreasing their purchasing power. And even if they find a way to increase interest rates, they're still going to be rising rates of inflation, because inflation rates are happening because of the value of the currency being devalued, right? So them raising interest rates is basically them manipulating the monetary policy, them manipulating the system and the system placed in government. Because if interest rates were naturally going to go up, that would mean inflation is going to go down. And how is inflation going to go down when the currency is being devalued, right? When the currency is being devalued, inflation goes up, right? Because inflation is basically going up as a symbol to show that the value of the purchasing power is being decreased. But if we were to move more towards deflation, right? Deflation is basically going to symbolize that the value of the dollar is going to go up in value. So therefore, goods and services aren't going to be priced as high. And we're not experiencing high levels of inflation. Instead, we're experiencing deflation, right? So inflation basically decreases the purchasing power. And or inflation decreases the purchasing power and deflation increases the purchasing power. My bad. Inflation decreases the purchasing power and deflation increases the purchasing power, right? So these are the things that we have to be aware of going into a situation, right? More of those stimulus checks being produced is going to lead to a lower purchasing power. So when you invest in assets like gold, silver, and Bitcoin, right, and other cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, Dogecoin, you are protecting your purchasing power from the central government being able to manipulate it, right? So be aware of these things moving forward, understand what they really mean, and don't allow the central government to really interfere with how your currency and how your purchasing powers are going to be manipulated, right? If you understand, it's because you understand. If you don't understand, you do not understand. This is going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel at Financial eBuks, FINANCIAL EBUKS, and tap the notification button to get all the latest videos that I post. And this is going to be the end of this video. Financial family, you know what's up. Take care.